Hello there! Wow! Perfect! Wonderful! Well done!
Okay!
What's up, everybody? The Nintendo Beast here, and today we are talking about E3 2021. For anybody who's not familiar, Nintendo did a big E3 2021 Direct this past Tuesday, and it was a doozy. It was just under 40 minutes, I believe. It was about 38 minutes, to be exact, of all kinds of crazy announcements, of new games, and games that are being ported to the Switch, and all kinds of other cool expansions and such. There were also a lot of things that were not announced. There were things that were speculated by a lot of people, including new games, release dates, some things that were based strictly in rumor, despite Nintendo pretty much outright saying that it's a no-go. People were still disappointed by certain things not being announced. The Nintendo Switch Pro. But anyway, we're not here today to talk about what wasn't announced at E3. No. I've got a list today, my top 5 things that I'm most excited about that were announced this year at Nintendo's E3 2021 Direct. Now, before we get started, I do want to clarify that this is in no way a definitive list of the best games that were announced at E3 2021 this year, okay? That is not what this is. This is strictly a list of things that I, personally, am most excited about. This is strictly an opinion piece here, so don't, give me hell in the comments. Let's get into it. Number 5, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Number 4 on my list is Mario Party Superstars.
It's a blast from parties past, and you're invited. Ready for another round of Mario Party mayhem? Of course you are! It's a superstar collection of Mario Party boards and minigames. Live it up on 5 classic boards from the Nintendo 64 era, including Peach's Birthday Cake and Spaceland. Each board is packed with zany events guaranteed to keep you on your toes. And when we say zany, we mean it. Jump, connect blocks, and give facelifts? And hilarious over-the-top minigames, all of which support button controls. With 100 minigames from the Mario Party series catalog, you'll have a blast in this all-star fun fest. Here's a little party favor. All game modes work with online play. Even if you're partying solo, you can randomly match with other partygoers worldwide. Playing a board game online with friends? Save your progress mid-game, grab a snack, then resume the festivities. Stickers are also available to communicate with others. It's time to partay in Mario Party Superstars, launching on the Nintendo Switch system October 29th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Now, if you didn't stay for the stream after the actual Direct event for Nintendo's Treehouse event, I highly recommend you check that out because if you are excited about Mario Party Superstars, there was actual gameplay that was demoed during the Nintendo Treehouse event. Another game that was demoed during the Nintendo Treehouse event is my number 3, the brand new surprise announcement of WarioWare Get It Together.
Here's a new game from the head of a certain company.
Did you miss me? Hey, what do you mean? Who am I? It's a me, Wario. And it's a finally ready, a brand new game from my company. Check it out. You get to control me. Time to do this. Look at me go. Wah, rats. Check out these chumps. They came back, and they have wonderful new talents. Throw that stick thing. Not so bad. Use the spinny whatchamacallit. Ha! Nailed it! Same micro game, different abilities. Wah! I almost forgot some big news. 2 people can play together at the same time. So play nice, or else. Eh? Not nice. All right, you. Yes, you, the one watching this. Better get ready for some micro game mayhem.
The WarioWare Get It Together game launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system September 10th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Number 2 on my list is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild untitled sequel? Breath of the Wild 2? I don't know. We didn't even get really a title. We didn't get any more information about it, really, other than the fact that development has been steadily progressing, apparently, but not well enough to have a release date or really anything other than this cool, awesome, exciting trailer. Check this out. So again, other than that trailer, we got nothing from Breath of the Wild 2, but it still made number 2 on my list because holy crap, that trailer is exciting. Now before we dive into my number 1 pick here, which, if anybody here watched E3, and if anybody is in my Discord, you know how excited I was about this number 1 pick. But before we get into the number 1 pick here from E3 2021, let's talk about some honorable mentions, shall we? These are a couple of games that are either ports from another console that are just releasing now on Switch, or they're kind of like expansions or separate things, or don't really fit the main list, some of which were announced in press conferences before Nintendo's came up, because after all, Nintendo's press conference was on Tuesday. That was the closing day of E3 2021, so, you know, you'll see a game or two, maybe, on this honorable mention list that was already announced before Nintendo announced it. So Worms Rumble, I'm a huge Worms fan. I can't wait to get this thing on Nintendo Switch. The new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is finally making its way onto the Nintendo Switch. The brand new Mario and Rabbids game, which looks awesome, but was technically already announced during the Ubisoft press conference a couple days before, so I put that on the honorable mention list so we can make room for other titles that were actually legitimately announced on the Nintendo Direct. And of course the Zelda Game & Watch, which is super exciting, but I feel like that probably let a lot of people down when they came out and said, we have nothing else for Zelda's 35th anniversary, but we do have this, you know? So, it was exciting, but I feel like at the same time it was a little bit of a letdown, so that's why it made it on the honorable mentions list. But now it's time for my number one pick, and like I said, anybody who is in my Discord probably already knows what this pick is. For anybody who watched the Direct, you're probably equally excited about this game, and you probably put it up in your number one spot as well. Without any further ado, guys, Metroid 5, Metroid Dread. I am so excited for Metroid Dread. In my Discord, we had a big discussion, and somebody said, I don't expect to see Metroid Prime 4 this year, but I expect to see maybe a new 2D Metroid game, and that caught me off guard. I was thinking to myself, Metroid Prime 4 has been in development hell for so long, I can't imagine Nintendo would just kind of put that on the side burner and just throw out a new 2D Metroid game, but that turned out to be exactly what happened, and to be quite frank with you, while I would love to have had more information about Metroid Prime 4, even a release date or a trailer, Metroid Dread is really hitting the spot, and I am so stoked to get my hands on Metroid Dread. As any Nintendo fan, I imagine there are definitely things that were on my mile-long wish list that I did not see at E3 2021. Namely, I would have loved to see more Pokemon 25th anniversary stuff, maybe some remakes of some old Nintendo 64 games, like Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, something like that. We already got new Pokemon Snap. Get with it, Nintendo. We love us some N64. I would have loved to see some gameplay from the new Pokemon Legends that's coming out. I think it's slated for next year. Not totally sure. Maybe it's 2023. Not sure. On top of that, I of course would have loved to see something about this new rumored 3D open world Donkey Kong game. And as a huge Animal Crossing fan, where was the Animal Crossing New Horizons update? Bottom line is, it was an awesome E3 2021. Xbox and Bethesda certainly stole the show, in my opinion, but Nintendo put on an incredible press conference as well, with their 40-ish minute direct, followed by about a 3-hour-long Nintendo Treehouse livestream full of awesome gameplay from the games they announced. So definitely, if you haven't seen it yet, check out the full Nintendo Direct from E3 2021, and of course, the corresponding Nintendo Treehouse event. But let me know in the comment section below on this video what you are most excited to see announced at E3 2021. Let me know, what games were you surprised to see? What games were you expecting? What games are you disappointed that weren't there? But please don't tell me how disappointed you were that there was no Switch Pro announcement. There was never going to be a Switch Pro announcement. But with that said, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell for notifications when I do live streams here on the channel, and when I upload and premiere new video content, such as this. Make sure to smash that like button for me here on this video, and like I said before, leave me a comment in the comment section below. But until next time, I am the Nintendo Beast. Thank you so much for watching.